Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to use a dubbing loop and a little tool to shorten the dubbing loop. Sometimes the dubbing loop is becoming too long for your liking, and I'm gonna show you what to do when you're in that situation. Okay, first of all, I place the hook in the vise and I touch some thread. And I'm gonna do this simple. I just make a little dubbing loop. I don't use any materials now, so it's not necessary because I'm not gonna spin everything. I'm gonna show you what I do to show how to shorten the dubbing loop. Okay, I put the dubbing spinner into the loop, and imagine this is full of materials. I spin it. You see, it's very long. How do I wind this onto the hook? Maybe the material stops right here. So how do I do it? Okay, I use this tool, or a clamp that holds the dubbing loop in a secure way. This is very good. This is clamps from Stonefo. Place it onto the dubbing loop, and now it stays there. I can cut off the dubbing loop. Now half the length. It's much easier to wind it onto the hook. This is how I shorten this dubbing loop. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you how to close the dubbing loop. Assume that you have made the dubbing loop, like I'm gonna do now. Make a dubbing loop, and this is, you see now, this is not closed. Way to do that is just take your bobbin around the loop a couple of ways, couple of times. You see now, I closed it. I do it again, around the loop and around the hook. Now you closed it. Now if you spin some materials now, it will stay into the loop. If you don't close the loop, the things is gonna fall out. Very important. That's the main thing about using a dubbing loop. Close the loop before you spin. Then everything is gonna go like a breeze. Well, that's all I had for you for this little quick video. It's not meant to be a long one. So thank you all for watching my videos, and tight lines, and bye bye. Well, now I'm gonna show you the tools I've been using to make dubbing loops. First I'm gonna cover the dubbing spinners. I have four that I have. I'm gonna cover all those. This is an automatic dubbing spinner, but it's with the ball bearings. You can spin on it. It's from Stonefo. You can also make an angle on this to wind it on more easily. I have another one from Stonefo with ball bearings as well. Nice, with to place your finger in. I got this. This is the one I use the most. It was a hexagonal shape that prevents it from falling down on the floor, roll down on the floor. And this is a homemade one I used for spinning or making dubbing loops out of copper wire and so on. But I don't use that anymore. That's the dubbing spinners. I use this paper clips to transfer the materials from one to another into the dubbing loop to measure out the exact length of the materials that's gonna go in. Okay. And also I have this to shorten the dubbing loop. I have these clips to grab onto the thread to make the dubbing loop shorter, that's easier to wind onto the hook. Also use hair stacker when I'm working with deer hair, and to get to make a deer hair hackle out of this, as I showed you in the video with the waffle body. And to split the thread, I have one needle and one thread splitter. I'm using the needle at most, because so not always I find this. Okay, and that was all. Of course I use some when I'm working with deer hair, comb out down the fur and a toothbrush to do the same. That's the tools and things that I use for making dubbing loops. So thank you all for watching my videos, and please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and you will always get the latest videos from me. Thank you all for watching, and tight lines. Bye bye.